Okay, let's dive right in. So you've decided to lace up those running shoes.
Yeah.
You hit the pavement, feeling pretty optimistic. Maybe you got a new playlist ready. And then maybe 2 minutes in, wham.
Yeah.
You feel it, that unmistakable, slightly alarming sensation. It's that moment you stop thinking, hey, I'm running, and start thinking, oh, why do I feel like I'm dying after 2 minutes? It's such a universal feeling, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So common.
And our sources highlight something interesting here, that stressing about your breathing, it like, ironically makes it worse. Makes you feel like you've just totally forgotten how to breathe altogether.
Yeah, the harder you focus on it, sometimes the harder it gets. The panic kicks in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like your body just said, nope. But here's the deal. You are definitely not alone in feeling this. So this deep dive, we're going to unpack what's actually going on in your body when you feel that, crushing breathlessness. And crucially, how you can sort of strategically hack it. Make running feel easier, dare I say, enjoyable.
Yeah, and enjoyable is the goal, right? It's really vital to get that it's not some kind of personal failing. It's not a sign that, quote, you're bad at breathing. That's not what's happening.
Okay, that's reassuring.
It's a very common physiological response. Pretty straightforward, actually. When you start running, your muscles, they immediately demand a lot more oxygen, like way more.
Right.
So your breathing rate has to spike to try and meet that demand. Now, if you happen to be running faster than your current, let's call it your fitness engine.
Love that analogy. Fitness engine.
Faster than that engine can efficiently supply the oxygen, you start to build up carbon dioxide, co-euro.
Ah, okay. That co-euro.
And that buildup,
Yeah.
that is precisely what triggers that feeling of intense breathlessness. It just means, as the source puts it, your engine and lungs are still leveling up.
Leveling up. Okay, I really like that framing.
Yeah.
It totally shifts the mindset, doesn't it? From I'm failing at this to, okay, I'm making progress.
Exactly. It's a signal for growth, not a stop sign.
And you're saying
Yeah.
our sources suggest we can actually speed up this leveling up, or at least make it smoother.
Well, maybe not speed it up exactly, but definitely make it feel better and be more effective. We can optimize the process.
Fantastic news. Oh,
Yeah. We've distilled it down to basically 5 key ways, 5 hacks to breathe better while running. Things that can genuinely transform the experience for you.
All right, let's get into hack number 1. This one. It sounds almost too simple, maybe. Nose in, mouth out. Now, I can already hear people thinking, wait, I'm gasping for air. Why would I restrict things by breathing through my nose?
Right. It seems counterintuitive at first glance, but the key insight here is really understanding the different jobs your nose and mouth do best. Your nose is brilliantly designed, really. It filters the air, it warms it up, it humidifies it before it hits your lungs.
Okay.
Which is super helpful when you're taking in more air during exercise. It prevents irritation, dryness.
Makes sense.
But then your mouth, it's much better, much more efficient at getting rid of that built-up co-air quickly, expelling it.
Ah, okay. Intake versus exhaust.
Precisely. So by combining them, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, you're optimizing both sides of the equation. Better quality air coming in, faster removal of waste gas going out. You're fine-tuning the system.
Intake and exhaust. That really clarifies it. Okay, great first hack. Now, hack number 2. This one. Oh boy, this one hits home for a lot of us. And it's probably the toughest advice to actually follow, especially if you're feeling ambitious. It's slow the hell down.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Blunt but effective advice.
Our sources are pretty direct. If you're gasping, you're overcooking it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But isn't the whole point to get faster? How does slowing down actually help with that?
That's the paradox, isn't it? The core principle here is that so many runners, especially new ones, just push way too hard too soon. They're trying to hit some pace they saw online or what they think running is supposed to feel like, which is usually hard.
Right. Guilty as charged, probably.
Laughs. We've
Yeah.
all been there. The source really emphasizes that talk pace is gold, meaning you should genuinely be able to hold a conversation while running, like speak in full sentences without gasping.
Okay, the talk test.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, you're likely pushing into zone 3 intensity, maybe even higher.
Okay.
And that zone, that's where CoA buildup happens really fast, leading straight back to that breathless feeling.
Okay.
By slowing down, often into what coaches call zone 2, you allow your body to build its aerobic base, its endurance engine, much more efficiently. You're training that engine without constantly redlining it.
So you build a bigger, more efficient engine over time.
Precisely. Which counterintuitively is what makes you faster in the long run. You build the foundation first.
I have to say, I can personally vouch for the talk pace thing. It feels weirdly slow at first, like you're not really working. but man, it pays off.
Hmm.
Which leads us nicely into the third hack, which feels very practical. A specific breathing rhythm, the 3.2 rhythm. Inhale for 3 steps, exhale for 2.
Yeah, this one gives you something really concrete to focus on.
It does, but is there something like magical about 3.2 specifically? Why that cadence?
Good question. It's less about magic and more about stability. The 3.2 rhythm helps create a much steadier, more predictable breathing pattern. See, when your breathing gets erratic all over the place, that can directly contribute to side stitches.
Ugh, the worst.
Right. Or just feeling generally uncoordinated, like your breathing is fighting your movement. By syncing your breath to your stride in this 3.2 pattern, in for 3, out for 2, you impose this consistent rhythm. It matches your body's movement, leading to more efficient oxygen exchange, better QO release, and often significantly fewer of those painful stitches that can just stop you in your tracks.
Finding a rhythm, like a dance between your feet and your lungs. I like that visual.
Exactly. It provides that structure.
Okay, rhythm matters. Now, hack 4, staying with the body. The posture check.
Mm-hmm.
Our source uses this amazing imagery. Tall chest, relaxed shoulders, run like a human, not a prawn.
Chuckles. It's memorable, isn't it? Not a prawn.
Definitely sticks in your head. So this isn't just about looking like a runner, is it? Standing tall actually helps the engine work better.
Absolutely. It directly impacts your breathing mechanics, quite profoundly, actually. Think about it. When you hunch over, when your shoulders creep up toward your ears, all
Yeah.
tense,
The prawn posture.
you are literally compressing your chest cavity. You're restricting how much your diaphragm can move, how much your lungs can expand.
Physically limiting the space.
Exactly. So a tall chest, an open posture, keeping those shoulders down and relaxed, it allows for maximum lung capacity. You can take in more oxygen more easily, and you can expel that QO more fully. It just opens up the whole apparatus.
Makes total sense. Less effort for a bigger, better breath.
Precisely. Such a simple adjustment, but the difference can be dramatic in how easy breathing feels.
Okay, posture check. Got it. Run like a human. And finally, hack number 5. This feels like, well, it feels like the long game, but maybe the most important one for lasting change. Build the engine.
And the foundation.
This involves adding things like intervals, hills, maybe some strength training, all to boost your VO Euromax. How does this, like, bigger picture training connect back to that immediate feeling of breathlessness we started with?
Great question. It connects perfectly. Think of it this way. Hacks 1 through 4. They're mostly about optimizing how you use the engine you currently have.
Fine-tuning.
Yeah. Technique, rhythm, posture. But hack 5, building the engine, is about fundamentally making that engine bigger, stronger, more capable. Your VO max, basically, is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can effectively use during intense exercise. It's your aerobic capacity.
Right, the engine's top end.
Exactly. So by adding things like intervals, those short, hard bursts followed by recovery or running hills, which naturally push your cardiovascular system harder, you're directly challenging and improving your body's ability to take in and process oxygen.
You're forcing it to adapt to get better.
Precisely. And strength training supports all this by making your running muscles stronger and more efficient, so they need less oxygen to do the same work.
Interesting connection there.
Yeah. So as your VOAs improves over time, running at the same pace will feel easier. It will require less effort from your heart and lungs. Breathing naturally becomes less of a struggle because your engine is simply more powerful and efficient.
And that right there, that feels like the ultimate goal, doesn't it? Making running actually feel, well, less like dying and more like flying. Or at least, manageable and enjoyable.
Manageable and enjoyable is a great place to start.
So wrapping this up then, what's the big takeaway for you listening right now, maybe struggling with that initial breathlessness?
I think the main thing is this. That struggle you feel when you start running, it's normal. It's physiological. It is not a personal failing.
Okay, say it again for the people in the back. Not a failing.
Not a failing. And the really good news, as we've gone through, is that you can actively manage it. You can hack it. You can improve it. Once you understand why it's happening, that co-euro buildup, the fact your engine and lungs are still leveling up, and then you start applying these practical strategies. We talked about the nose-mouth breathing, slowing down, finding that 3.2 rhythm, checking your posture, and strategically building that engine. You can genuinely, profoundly change how running feels. It becomes about working with your body's signals, not just fighting against them.
Working with your body. I like that. And these insights, they really give you a shortcut, don't they, to feeling more informed, more empowered on your runs.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power here.
So here's a final thought to maybe chew on as you go about your day. Consider how these ideas,
Yeah.
these principles of building the engine, really listening to your body's signals, how might they apply beyond running? Think about other areas in your life where you feel overwhelmed, or maybe where you're trying to build a new skill, a new capability.
Good connection.
Yeah, how could strategically slowing the hell down just for a bit help you there? Or maybe checking your posture, metaphorically speaking. What other engines are you working on leveling up right now? And could approaching them with this kind of understanding make a difference?
It's a great question. Think about how these nuggets of knowledge, these insights into managing effort and building capacity could translate. Then go out, apply what you learned today on your next run or even in that other area of your life and just see what happens, see the impact. You've definitely got this.